I wanted to talk about why we think you need a coach for life, okay? And it's also a little bit about the changes we've made over the past few months. So you may have noticed those changes. They are in how we operate, especially within the foundation course, okay? And also a little bit around the gym. When most of you first started your training at CrossFit Cambridgeshire, it was the first thing that happened was you were taken for a group foundation class. We've now recognised that this just isn't good enough. Okay? New members entering the gym now are given their own personal coach for life and taken through 15 one-hour one-to-one personal training sessions. For the new members, you may have realised at the time, or maybe you didn't. But having your own personal coach is a fairly unique concept in the broader community and within the CrossFit fitness industry. If you talk to your friends who CrossFit at another gym in a different city, and the chances are that they probably don't have a personal coach in their corner. But have you ever thought about why we do this, or why we think it's best to have a consistent coach for the duration of your time with us? I can assure you it wasn't an arbitrary decision. We thought about this for a long time before we actually implemented any changes, and we also tested out a few beta versions of our current foundation course. So we do it this way because we think it's the best way to help you successfully hit your long-term fitness goals. If I sidetrack for a moment, I want to talk a little bit about the fitness industry and how it's in a complete mess at the moment. Part of the mess in this is because most people who become personal trainers or boot camp instructors or spin class instructors or yoga instructors or even many CrossFit instructors, they do it for sort of an average of a year, 18 months, maybe 2 years at most. Then they quit. It's quite simple as that. They move on to something else because they realise pretty soon that you can't make a full-time career out of teaching group classes. The common CrossFit industry standard is also fundamentally broken from the bottom up. This is something that needs to change. It needs to change quick. The truth is there are very few full-time coaches out there, especially full-time career fitness coaches, let alone professional coaches. Most fitness instructors have other jobs, and they coach on the side sometimes just to get a free membership in exchange for coaching services. Most of them will do, especially within CrossFit industry, will do another job on the side. There are even many box owners that have a gym and also have a full-time career. For the client, this means one of two things. Okay? The part-time coaches at your gym just aren't invested in you. And just as you get to know and develop a rapport with a training coach, they leave. Nice and simple. Okay? This was definitely the case of one of the members that came to us not too long ago from their previous gym. They were looking for a stable coach in their life and were struggling to find one. And they had this to say: in my last gym, I went through 4 separate coaches in 2 years because trainers just kept quitting. One trainer would just get to know me and then they would leave and I'd lose my routine. It was just a constant cycle, and it wasn't working for me. I was looking for someone, a coach, who could help me and who was focused on the health side of fitness as opposed to just competition all the time. So we're part of a movement that's trying to change this. We've found a way to help coaches become career coaches and able to make a professional living in the fitness industry. And because of this, coaches stick around and are able to offer more coaching security by providing you with an invested coach for life. Our aim with this coach for life concept is for the client to have someone to manage their health and wellness for years to come, sort of in the same way that a doctor or a lawyer, an accountant, maybe even a hairdresser do for the duration of your entire life. Our aim, so this doesn't mean that you can't work with other coaches. Of course it does. It just means your personal coach for the new members, the one who first took you through your fundamental process, the 15 one-hour sessions, and who probably still coaches most of the classes you attend, is invested in you and your progress. And the best thing is they aren't going to leave. People on this system just are earning a wage that can support them throughout their life and help them live the lifestyle they want, and they are professional coaches. And if you ever want more personal training or individual program to work on specific needs, weaknesses, or maybe you're finding you're needing some rehab training or prehab training because you picked up an injury, then you just need someone, or even you just need someone to vent about life with. You can even talk to them about mental skills and things like that, nutrition, whole world of stuff. Then you have a personal coach to turn to. So we're well on our way. We're part of a larger business network called the Mad Lab Group. They're a group of gym owners that all embrace the concept of a coach for life. A long-standing member and a personal training client recently came to me and said, it doesn't make sense to do it any other way. If we have a coach monitoring our fitness, then we won't need a doctor so much. I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago. My needs changed as I age, so why would I navigate this on my own? I wish more people would recognise the importance of a long-term fitness goals. It's your body. If it breaks down like a car, you can't just buy another part. You have to be invested in it long-term. You're going to have it your whole life, so why wouldn't you take care of it? And why would you try to do it on your own? The biggest thing that I have learned in the PT sessions with my coach is stamina. I hit the golf course, and by the end of the 18th hole, my friends are fading and I'm just getting into it and warming up. So really important pieces touched on there, and probably a good place to finish. I'm going to be bringing out a few more videos and blogs about why we changed or why we changed our system and why we think this is the best system for the clients. But if you are interested in a hybrid membership and you aren't currently on one, so this is more for the longer standing clients and members, you can contact one of the coaches. If you have a specific coach that you want to work with, contact them and they will discuss the options with you. As a quick rundown, there's varying levels of integrated personal training sessions within the membership. You can take these dependent on what level you're on. And the best thing about them, you'll have a coach that's actively invested in you. They won't let you get away with anything naughty, and they can talk to you about anything, whether it's nutrition, mental skills, your physical development, injury prevention. There's a whole world of things out there that they can talk about. You can even make a coffee on this beautiful coffee machine. If you're interested, give us a shout. So yeah, any questions, let us know and we'll be happy to answer them for you.